Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another big day of OVW Overdrive. It is the voice of the Valley, Eric Cornish, alongside Carmen Michael, right along ringside for Janie Hartman's here. Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted for a minute.
The crafty, sadistic Janie Hartman in singles competition right here on Overdrive.
And her opponent from Indianapolis, Indiana, Grand Slam, Carter Kaufman.
Kaufman we've seen for some time now walking around with a chip on her shoulder. She's got something to prove. And the way to do that here at OVW is to pick up victories. We'll see if she's able to blow past Janie Hartman here on Overdrive.
Well, she has knocked that chip clean off of her shoulder with her performance at the Nightmare Rumble, with victories over people like J-Rod and just taking it to folks like Diami and the like. I mean, Carter Kaufman has upped her game big time.
We've really seen Carter Kaufman come into her own this past year here at OVW. That confidence certainly has grown and grown. It's only a year ago today she was the backup for Dude Love, and now here she is, one of the most feared competitors in the OVW roster.
And of course, you got Janie Hartman, who we usually are fearing her on the outside with the Sin City Outlaws, but as the third member of the Sin City Outlaws, she's ready to mix it up in the ring.
Well, Hartman, usually the mastermind you see on the outside for the Sin City Outlaws. However, she's having to drop her own plays here today.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. When you talk about the mastermind, she is the brains of that operation, and she is probably the most sadistic.
The question still remains, Eric, do you think that parlays? Do you think that helps out Janie Hartman here in singles competition?
Well, right now, what won't help her is playing to the crowd.
Took her eyes off the prize just a little bit too long. Arm drag there from Carter Kaufman. Kaufman now charging in with a back elbow.
Oh, I think she's ready to run the bases. Bam, there it goes. It's out to deep left field, almost over the big green monster.
It's gone. Carter Kaufman safe at home.
Slides right into Las Vegas's most wanted. Janie Hartman says, let's get out of Vegas.
Hartman's had enough here. Looking to take her ball and go home.
Right now, this is where she's most comfortable, on the outside. Oh, my goodness.
I think right there, she just lured Kaufman in.
Again, that's the intelligence. Not only beauty, but also brains there of Janie Hartman.
Now just repeatedly slamming the head of Kaufman into the mat. Makes her way into the ring, going for the cover. And a kick out at one from Kaufman.
I want to thank everybody who joined us at Tough Love. If you missed it, check it out right here on this very YouTube channel. Absolutely free. Catch the replay.
Talk about the confidence of Carter Kaufman. We're seeing Hartman now, much of the same.
Look at Janie just talking.
Certainly seeing that mean streak come out to play from Hartman.
I don't know, maybe it's come out.
Into the cover.
Wait a minute. 1, 2.
And a kick out.
Not only a change in the look with the jet black hair, you see no red streaks in there. It just screams mean,
you would
doesn't
notice.
it? I would notice. I notice things like that.
Hartman definitely showing a darker side than we're used to seeing, and now mocking Carter Kaufman. Oh my God!
Well, take that. That was a baseball bat right to the chest.
Slamming Kaufman face first into the top turnbuckle.
You know, if Janie's going to get Carter upset enough, Carter has shown she's got a mean streak too. So you cannot give her too much opportunity, too much of a window to get any offense in.
I think that comes from Kaufman having enough of being pushed around for months here at OVW. She was considered a bit of a pushover. Now she doesn't take any crap from anybody.
No, you could see it in her face. She's not taking it. And, you know, she may take an L now and then, but she's not giving up. Oh, my goodness.
Driven headfirst into the mat. This could be enough. Hartman into the cover and a kick out at 2.
Nearly 3, and
throwing a temper tantrum.
You know, a lot of times in life, temper tantrums get you what you want. But will it get her a victory? Probably not when you're in there with somebody like Carter. Oh, my goodness.
Vicious pump kick there. Just about taking the head
One,
clear off
two.
of Kaufman, and no.
That'd have been a big win for Janie Hartman again. As we mentioned, we haven't seen her too much in the ring, and so it would be advantageous for her to get a little victory here.
Certainly has a lot to prove. Swing and a miss, and now Kaufman bringing down Hartman with a chop of her own.
Oh, man.
Talked about that mean streak. I think we're finally seeing that unleashed now from Kaufman. Hartman with a reversal.
Look
And
out.
comes Kaufman.
You just see a different look in the eyes of Carter Kaufman. It is, oh, man. There's that softball pitch.
Switching
And
into that different
bam!
gear. Will this be enough? And it will.
Here is your winner, Carter Kaufman.
That fastball right down the middle of the face of Janie Hartman gives Carter Kaufman a big win.
An excellent opening contest here on OVW Overdrive. Carter Kaufman picking up yet another win.
Maybe Janie needs some help before the next match.
Yeah, you go do that.
I'll be back.
Hello and welcome to another action-packed episode of Overdrive. I'm the lovely Linda Kay with the beautiful and glowing in red Jessica White.
Yes, post Valentine's Day. And also, what about that match that we just watched, Linda?
Yes, the ladies kicking off Overdrive tonight. You know what? The Janie Hartman, it was great seeing her in singles action here on Overdrive, facing off against a fan favorite, Carter Kaufman. Carter, the Grand Slam, getting that victory.
I was a little torn. I was rooting for Janie and Carter, but both can't win. So, congratulations to Carter on that one.
But you know who did win? We had Tough Love this past weekend, and if you missed it, you missed out on a lot of tremendous matches, including 4 title ones. Did we get some new champions, Jessica?
Something I don't usually say. My lips are sealed. You're going to have to watch it.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, you can, of course, catch Tough Love in its entirety right here on OVW's YouTube channel. So much more to come still. And again, just a reminder of this being a monumental year for OVW. We're going to get into that in just a little bit. But first, after the break, more action. We've got a tremendous match between Jay Deniro and Anthony Toatelli, as well as a sit-down interview that we had with the rock star Von Rockit.
It went deep, just saying.
Yes. Stay tuned and find out just how deep it went. Yeah, post-Valentine, so.
I don't think it went too deep.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling. The OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
This season, ask him to make it a Hockley holiday.
And his opponent from Salt Lake City, Utah, he is the flowing Samoan, Anthony Toatelli.
Well, known as the flowing Samoan, we might call him the smug Samoan lately. Whole new attitude, but I can't say that it hasn't been beneficial for Anthony Toatelli.
Fresh off that handicap match back at Tough Love this past weekend. Folks, if you have not seen it yet, be sure to watch on demand right now on our YouTube channel, Tough Love. Available for the low, low price of free. Again, Toatelli coming off that handicap match. Now enters into the ring. A little bit different strategy. here on singles competition against Jay Deniro.
You know, we mentioned ever since he turned that new leaf, that new attitude, it's gotten him noticed, and that's what he wasn't getting prior, at least according to him.
From the arena football fields here to the rings of OVW, Anthony Toatele, someone who certainly gives it his all each and every time he's in the ring, but you mentioned it, ever since joining forces with Dustin Jackson, well, at one point, tag team champions, they were doing things the right way, but it really seems like once the mind of Dustin Jackson changed, he was able to get under the skin of Anthony Toatele, able to get him to see things more his way.
Let's face it, it was two stars that were just bubbling under the top tier, and now they are true top tier players. Hey, you know, new change of attitude or what? It worked. But wait a minute, right now, Toatelli better watch out because Big Jay Deniro is on his tail.
I don't know if Toatelli knows what's behind him. Finally taking a look behind his shoulder. Jay Deniro giving chase. Toatelli going for the boot, caught. Down goes Toatelli. A rough landing as Toatelli landing face first on the mat.
Both of these stars, no strangers to the squared circle, been at it a long time in this sport.
Two of the most hard-hitting athletes on the OVW roster.
Speaking of hard-hitting, those short clotheslines right to the throat and upper chest.
Deniro holding on to the wrist, maintaining control, able to get off a few of those clotheslines, do a little extra damage. And now he's got Toatelli in his sights.
He is just stalking him.
He's got bad intentions, charging into the corner. Toatelli had it scouted. Drop toe hold, sending Deniro face first into that middle turnbuckle.
Toatelli almost luring him in, making him wait.
Now taking advantage.
Trying to choke him over the ropes there, as we know. Toatelli, oh my goodness, loves to choke out his opponents with that coquina clutch.
This is a very physical athlete. I talked about the football background. Of course, he's got training in MMA, in jiu-jitsu. He hits hard, and his submission holds are even harder. This is someone who loves inflicting punishment on his opponents. And right now, unfortunately for Jay Deniro, he finds himself on the opposite end.
Deniro fighting back, pounding into the chest of Toatelli, but Toatelli responds with a forearm right to the jaw. Look out.
Toatelli with a drop-by. Right to the temple of Deniro. Deniro seeing stars right now.
Deniro needs to get back to his feet when you got the big man. Whew.
More overdrive to come after this.
There's a comfort in the little things. The morning sunrise, a fresh start to a brand new day. But nothing beats the smell of a fresh roast pot of coffee. The sound of the pour, the first breath of warmth before the first sip. At Brouhaha Roasters, we believe mornings deserve more than a routine. They deserve a ritual. Because great coffee isn't just about the caffeine. It's about connection.
What are you doing in our house?
There's quite a big brouhaha about Brouhaha.
Welcome back to OVW Overdrive. This certainly has been a hard-hitting physical battle between the flowing Samoan Anthony Toatele and the Don of OVW, Jay Deniro. Folks, Carmen Michael and the voice of the Valley, Eric Cornish, on the call for what has truly been a spectacular matchup thus far.
And I have just been watching the flowing Samoan just taking it to Jay Deniro, and man, you don't see too often people taking it to Jay Deniro the way Toatelli has in this match.
Toatelli came in with a game plan, and right now proving to be exceptionally violent, delivering with his right hands.
It's keeping Jay Deniro back on the mat, and that's how you take care of a larger opponent. He's not larger than you when he's lying on his back.
Both men with the same intentions, the same motivation, both looking to provide for their family. However, Anthony Toatele willing to do whatever it takes to do so. Charging in with a big clothesline in the corner. And now just relentlessly.
Oh, that is just taking so much breath right out of the chest of Jay Deniro.
And a stiff right hand bringing down the Don now into the cover. And a kick out at 2.
See Jay Deniro now gasping for air.
Look at this, Anthony Toatele cracking a smile.
Jay Deniro crawling to the ropes, just trying to get back to his feet. Creating a little space there. Oh, my.
Now, we talked about the influence of Dustin Jackson. Eric, what is it exactly do you think that resonated for Anthony Toatele about the plan of Dustin?
Well, Dustin's been here a long time. He's been at OVW a decade, and even longer than that as a fan here in OVW. Dustin knows the ins and outs, and he finally realized what it would take. Anthony Toatelli only been here just a little over a year. He's not going to wait 10 years to get his chance. So Dustin, hey, just said, come with me and I'll show you. This is what it's going to take to get on top. And you can't say it didn't work. Look at Dustin holding the OVW championship.
Yeah, it worked exceptionally well for Dustin. However, I don't see any championship gold around the waist of Anthony Toatele.
Well, you can bet it's in the plans as Dustin plans to take Toatelli along with him.
It's not often I see Jay Deniro this worn out, this exhausted.
No, and you've just seen the repeated shots to the chest and the throat. Oh, wait a minute. No, another shot to the throat. Oh, my.
Toatelli with no regard for the well-being of Deniro.
And again, you got to think he's knocking all that wind out of Jay Deniro. It won't take long to put him out with that clutch if he gets it on him.
Question still remains, why isn't he going to put the match away? Why isn't he going for the pinfall? Why is he not going for the submission?
He does seem to be taking his time. Wait a minute, Deniro back to his feet. Oh!
Shot right to the chest, and now Toatelli. Those precision strikes.
Oh!
Putting those,
oh my.
Putting those powerful legs to use, connects with the knee strike.
That could be it. Carmen, I don't know how Jay Deniro kicked out of that. He has been beat, he has been battered, and Jay Deniro is barely hanging on here.
Deniro fighting on pure instincts. I got to say that knee very reminiscent to one Cal Hero.
Oh yeah, the fanny pack knee. I mean, he may be mocking Cal.
Target is now set on the head and neck of Deniro.
This crowd willing Jay Deniro back in. Deniro might have lost part of his family last year in that snake Tommy boy, but everybody here at the Hotpoint Davis Arena considers himself part of the Deniro family.
Well, some of them may actually be his children.
Well, I know there's a bunch of them. There's
statistically speaking.
I see one wearing a suit over there. I'm pretty sure that's his daughter.
I think. Oh, Samoan drop from Toatele.
My goodness.
The crowd trying their best to get under the skin of Toatele.
Well, it has not thrown him off his game so far. It's almost like he's welcoming it.
Oh, he's absorbing all that negativity. He's using it. And now, going for that super kick caught. Deniro had it scouted. Sidewalk slam, down goes Toatele.
Oh, wait a minute. Here come the suspenders down.
The straps are coming down.
You might have gave Deniro a little too much time.
And that heavy right hand from Deniro.
You disrespected the family. Somebody might be sleeping with the fishes.
Deniro regaining momentum. Toatele staggering. Fights his way out. Super kick from Toatele.
Out of nowhere. Oh!
No! Deniro hanging in there.
Carmen, I thought he had him.
You see the look on disbelief from the crowd here at the Hotpoint Davis Arena. Somehow Deniro hanging in there.
Referee Brandon Toll saying, nope, it was not a 3 count. That was merely a 2, but
Toatelli got to be careful here.
he could get disqualified, but he also needs to be careful of Big J Deniro, who's right behind him. Look out.
Distracted and now on the shoulders.
Is that legal? Can you do a Samoan drop to a Samoan?
It just happened.
Uh-oh. Deniro's thinking.
Deniro fixing the tie.
It is time to sleep with the fish. Wait a minute.
Toatelli had it scouted.
Oh,
From out of nowhere.
Here is your winner, Anthony Toatelli!
You see, he just worked on Jay Deniro and beat him down until Jay Deniro just couldn't take it anymore.
More success for Anthony Toatelli here on Overdrive, able to put away the dawn of OVW.
To all of the loyal fans of OVW, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude. Without you, there is no OVW. Without your passion, your energy, your unwavering support, there is no us. There's no talent, no production. Without you, there's no OVW. Thank you for being the driving force behind everything we do. The unsung heroes of our saga. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, OVW fans. We can't do it without you.
Can I start you off with a drink?
I'll have an LA.
What's an LA?
Well, it's the perfect drink for you and your date. Ask anyone around and they'll proudly state LA's the reason we all celebrate. And when you crave a taste, that's simply fine. This timeless recipe is so fine. What will it be? Don't make a mistake. Grab a seat, there's a decision to make.
So, what will it be?
I think I'll have an LA.
Welcome back to Overdrive, and tonight we are joined by my fellow rock and roller, Von Rockit.
It's rock and roll. Hello. Double hello. How are you lovely ladies?
Oh, lovelier since you're here.
Yeah, doing tremendous. As a rock star yourself, I guess it's nothing surprising to be surrounded by 2 women, or maybe more.
I correct myself. My hat's off to all 4 of you.
Oh.
I made so funny.
I'm not that good in math, but I think I got where you're going with that. But
yes.
Von Rockit making your big return to OVW not too long ago at the Nightmare Rumble.
It was.
How did it feel to be back inside Squared Circle at OVW?
I don't know what number Rumble that was, but it was excruciatingly long, and it's a shame I did not win it, because I came back with the intent to win. Because since I've made leave, I come back and there's a new title on hand that I've not yet held. Yeah. And so you wonder, what would bring someone back from time off, much needed time off, pursuing extracurricular things. Interesting fact, something I was toying with in my time off. It was, I feel much healthier than I've ever felt. I have
look better than ever?
Thank you. You know what I owe it to? I credit it to something I've patented, I think, as my own, is water cycling. H2O, if you want to be scientific about it. Follow me on this. What I would do, I would take specific varying doses, strengths, and types of water in very specifically strict time frames, And, common sense would tell you maybe every hour, 45 minutes, you change these various strengths and dosages of what you take in. But I like to push limits as I do. So I'd moved it to 2 hours and 6 minutes because I like even numbers. But to your surprise and mine, I found that 2 hours and 5 minutes, despite my misgivings of odd numbers, was perfect.
That makes sense. And also, I noticed in a recent match with Cash Daniels, you used to wrestle in pants. Now you wrestle in leather underwear. Has that helped progress you in wrestling?
I feel better than I ever have. And it's like my pants they just melted off of me. And I woke up in some some very rock and roll underwear at its finest. And, you know, have you ever seen a rock star wear trunks like me?
No.
Oh, me neither.
No.
Oh, you wouldn't think it would be possible, would you?
Well,
I
you
feel
make it
better than I ever have.
possible.
And then I woke up one day and said, well, if I feel better than I ever have, why would I not go pursue in my career choice that is professional wrestling for the consuming portion of my life? Why would I not try to achieve something that I've never held?
Well, and also you're trying to can't stop the Rock, like you're holding back whatever's trying to stop the Rock. What kind of Rock are you trying to stop?
He's a
Rock can
star.
never be stopped.
Oh.
Would you please explain this to her? You know,
yeah.
a connection with you are Kelly Bundy reincarnate, and you dress so well. I would use you in every music video I ever done. But unfortunately, I'm not doing music videos anymore because I am pursuing heavyweight gold, and that's what I'm going to do. You see, I come into this whole new pool of people in the years I've been there and the experiences I've had, and I'll tell you, it is a very talented roster of men and women, and I hope, as much as I want to wrestle the women, I choose not to wrestle them, maybe in my free time. But
I don't think they would mind, but I digress. Carry on, Ryan.
After parties, that's what we'll do.
Oh, okay.
But in the meantime, with my experience and the things that I've seen done and the many mistakes I've made, and many I will probably make in the future, but in the meantime, feeling so good, why would I not come back with a vengeance? Show them, remind them who I am, where I've been, what I've done, and what I'm going to do.
Well, that's right. I mean, on your quest to attain gold again at OVW, you mentioned, as we know, you have been an OVW heavyweight champion for a good amount of time, by the way. You mentioned the H2O. Perhaps that combined with something that I really, resonate with you. The glitter, I feel like that combination of that could potentially get you...
Divorce dust.
Okay, or that too. I feel that combination, along with just your experience, your charisma, your talents, not just in the squared circle, but on stage, because I bring my letters, I go to see your concerts. Nonetheless, I think that will help get you further on that quest to having your hands on that United States heavyweight gold, which is the next step after, the heavyweight championship, which, you're coming back. Obviously, that's got to be your goal, right? Getting back into that title.
On that note, much like no one can flick a bic like you, Linda, you are correct. You are very correct. And let me tell everyone there at the Ohio Valley Wrestling roster, everybody in the arena, everybody that's been there, everybody that's planning on going there. I don't care if you're in the seats. I don't care if you're in the locker room. I put you on notice that I'm back, and I'm back with a vengeance. I've got a purpose. For once, I've got my head screwed on straight as much as it can be. But, it benefits me. Sometimes we think our biggest weaknesses end up being our biggest strengths. Maybe it's best that I just don't know what's going to happen next, because if I don't know, you definitely don't know. But what I do know is what my plan is and what I am going for. And if there's anything as all over the place as I am and been, and I don't know where I'm going, and I really don't know where I've been, but I do know when I have a plan, I make it happen. And if history has ever proved itself and will prove itself again, that's exactly what will happen. Mark my words, everybody on that roster, you look out, you walk by, you go through the hallways, and you just know that Von Rockit is somewhere around, and inevitably you will cross paths with him, and inevitably you will find out that he cannot be stopped. Like rock and roll, it's simply an immovable freight train rolling with tons of momentum, speed, strength, stamina, everything, and you can't stop the Rock. And these tattoos, unfortunately, were a decision, but they were a decision that will last me a lifetime, and believe me, you will remember it for the rest of your life.
Wow. Strong words there, not just said through your vocals, because I know you like to sing, but also right there, imprinted on your arms. I don't think it's any mistake. It really sets a strong message to anyone you come across. Jessica, do you have anything else for Von Rockit?
It's a lifestyle, right?
Yes.
So you don't want to stop the roll, just the rock. You can't stop the rock, but there's nothing mentioned about the roll, but it's rock and roll.
Well, that's why these exist. Everyone needs knuckle tattoos. Some people see them closer than they'd like to, too. Never you. Never you.
Well,
thank you.
nonetheless,
That answers that.
Von Rockit, it's been a joy seeing you back in the ring. You bring a fun spirit to us here at OVW and to me and Jessica tonight. I don't think it's time to stock the rock. I think we can keep it going. How about that?
Yes, I was thinking the opposite of stop the rock.
Well, we will worry about tomorrow.
Yeah, I said we can't stop it.
We'll worry about tough love at tough love and everything after tough love after tough love. But tonight, we worry about tonight. You, and me. Let's go paint the town with rock and roll.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Right on. Von Rockit, our special guest tonight here on Overdrive.
Well, rock and roll, baby. That Von Rockit. What a hoot.
Yeah, a hoot.
Yeah?
He kept addressing more than one person, so he might need to get glasses, though. We might suggest that to him on the next interview.
Oh, that's right.
Know.
He wasn't that great at math. I mean, I know I'm Asian and I'm supposed to be good at math, but he was off too. It got me thinking.
I know, we should have had you call him out. But again, great interview with Ryan Von Rockit there.
That's right. And how about that match with Anthony Toatelli and Jay Deniro? Some hard-hitting action on that.
I was rooting for the godfather of OVW, but unfortunately we didn't see him pull off the win, but he's still one of my favorites, Linda.
And Toatelli, so much momentum right now for him. And yeah, just another great match here on Overdrive. And as I mentioned before break, again, we've been saying this for the past couple weeks because 2026 is a huge, monumental year for OVW. And first of many monumental numbers. The first being June 11th, Jessica?
1,400 episodes for Rise.
OVW TV as
yes,
a whole.
That's what I was saying.
Yes.
OVW as a whole, again. And then also we have August 18th.
Yes, that's the 200th episode of Overdrive.
We don't even look old enough to have done 200 episodes. I can't believe we pulled that off
amazing.
single-handedly.
I'm a vampire. Thank you. And then also Christmas Chaos this year. I know we just had Christmas Chaos not too long ago, but fast forward to December of this year of 2026. It's going to be the 175th SNS of OVW. So again, just to recap, June 11th, the 1400th episode of OVW TV. And then we have August 18th, 200th episode of Overdrive, and then 175 SNS for Christmas Chaos. So as we get closer to each day, no doubt we're going to have some celebrations and dare I say shenanigans leading up. So stay up to date, stay up to speed with us here, and we'll keep you abreast.
I love the thought of shenanigans. I can't wait.
That's right. So we still have more action on the way. We have J3 in action from level 3 facing off against who? You just got to watch and see. Catch you back on the flip side. It could be.
Maybe the Superior, Senior, Tony Evans family.
You got to watch. You got to watch.
Yeah. Yes.
Graduating debt-free is the best feeling through the Metro College program. You would be a package handler, you would work nights, and you get your weekly paycheck, 100% paid tuition, and bonuses for JCTC and U of L. Less than a year after I graduated, I bought a house on my own because of all the benefits that I received and the freedom that I had from graduating debt-free. I want to help any student get that same opportunity.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling. The OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. I said hush. Dallas, get over here right now and you let this beautiful lady in the ring right now. Hush. Now there's a lot of talk in the locker room about how the Superior family isn't all that superior. Hush!
Seems some agreement out here in the crowd.
Hey, I just like to listen to my... Listen, how about we hush in a regulated, emotional manner? How about that? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hush!
Now therapist Larkin getting her hushing.
Now do it deeper.
I said hush!
Thought it couldn't get any worse than Tony Evans saying hush. I was wrong.
Me and Drew Hernandez, the Mayan Mauler, we got our eyes set on some gold because my dad, Tony Evans, has the United States heavyweight champion, and we feel like we need some gold too. So we're going for the tag team titles. So if anybody back there in the locker room wants to have a piece of me and the Mayan Mauler, Drew Hernandez, come get some.
Well, from the sultry tones of Shalance to the shrill voice of Tommy Boy.
And their opponents, the team of Mr. Bulletproof Kirk O'Kyle and the Prodigy J3. They are on level 3.
Let me tell you, Eric, there's a lot of hype around these guys, and for good reason. Level 3 already being billed by the fans perhaps as the new wave, as the next generation of tag team wrestling here at OVW. And let me tell you, everything we've seen from Level 3 thus far, the sky is certainly the limit.
100%. You've seen so many great tag teams over the years here at OVW, going all the way back to the Minnesota Stretching Crew, all the way up to, well, all the way back to the Outrunners. I mean, we've seen so many great tag teams, and Level 3 might just be that next great tag team here in OVW. Already held gold in their first year.
Speaking of young, up-and-coming talent, special shout-out to the Outrunners.
Absolutely, yeah. Could be big stars someday. And here's Tommy Boy. He is the one guy in this match who is not held gold. And as he mentioned, he's looking for tag team gold now, along with the Mayan Mauler, Drew Hernandez.
Well, as we've seen from the Superior family, whether you like them or not, when they set their eyes towards a goal, they're typically successful. We'll see if that's the case for the family. Now J3 showing off some impressive athleticism. Let me tell you, there's some things that J3 can do that I've never seen before in the wrestling ring.
Absolutely. You took the words right out of my mouth. J3 is the prodigy for a reason. He is absolutely amazing. But don't take anything away from Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy can pull out some stuff that you've never seen before either. I mean, some of it you didn't want to see, but... Oh.
J3 back to his feet. Tommy Boy taking a swing. Up and up.
Oh, deep arm drag.
Flawlessly executed there from J3. Now looking to bring the fight to Tommy Boy in the corner.
Wait a minute, Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy showing off a little bit.
Well, not that smart.
Oh! A nice slap to the back of the head.
Just a little insulting to Tommy Boy. I don't think J3 is too impressed.
Heard Tommy Boy just shout, "Let me get the big one." Now in comes Kirk O'Kai, the powerhouse of Level 3.
Kirk O'Kai now in there. He is the big one. Going for a handshake. Well, yeah, I mean, that is not the handshake you want to go for. If you're going to trust anybody with a handshake, it's not going to be Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy certainly has picked up some tricks from, well, his new father, allegedly, in Tony Evans, the OVW United States champion. Tommy Boy proven once again not to be trusted. From about a man who turned his back on his father.
Yeah, what kind of man would turn his back on his own father? It's that you already know what kind of character he has.
Not just betrayed, but humiliated his own father, disrespected his own father, and now launched all the way across the ring from Kirk O'Kai.
Talk about disrespect. He got disrespected all the way across the ring.
I tell you, these fans here at the Hotpoint Davis Arena certainly love watching Tommy Boy get his comeuppance.
And they love level 3 as you hear the chant go up here.
Kirk O'Kai, look at this, firing up, absorbing the shots, and now.
That is the most intensity I've ever seen from this young man. He is not having it with Tommy Boy.
I think level 3 looking to step up and do what everyone in the locker room wishes they could do.
Not just the locker room, but us out here.
Is to get their hands on Tommy Boy, but
now
not so fast.
There's your mistake, young man. Kirk O'Kai, he let Tommy Boy make the tag, and now you got to deal with the veteran Drew Hernandez, the Mayan Mauler, who has held gold in his own right here at OVW.
The Mayan Mauler with a size advantage here. Kirk O'Kai, rather, still the aggressor, trying to drive back the Mauler into the corner.
New fans may not remember, but Drew Hernandez has been here a long time, held the former championship called the television title. Went toe-to-toe with folks like Chavo Guerrero Jr. and Rhino defending that title.
Drew Hernandez has seen and done it all here at OVW. And now it's the right hand of Tony Evans looking to add more gold around the waist. Look at this, just picking up Kirk O'Kai from midair, driving him into the corner now. Those boulder shoulders being driven right into the midsection.
This is, oh my goodness. Kirk O'Kai turns him around.
I got to ask you, have you ever seen level 3 this motivated?
I have not. This is a first for me. I mean, these guys are very talented, but right now they are super motivated. You can tell. Oh my.
Ducking the clothesline, and now Kirk O'Kai bringing down the big man.
Right here,
and now not so fast.
Therapist Larkin. She's got all those keys of opportunity. I'm not sure which one is the real key.
And a shot to the back from Tommy Boy, taking advantage of that situation. Folks, not so fast. More to come right after this.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
To all of the loyal fans of OVW, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude. Without you, there is no OVW. Without your passion, your energy, your unwavering support, there is no us. There's no talent, no production. Without you, there's no OVW. Thank you for being the driving force behind everything we do. The unsung heroes of our saga. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, OVW fans. We can't do it without you.
Back here on Overdrive, the superior family of the Mayan Mauler, Drew Hernandez and Tommy Boy, taking on level 3 here in this tag team match.
J3 trying to help his partner here, maybe doing more harm than good now. Kirk O'Kai in the far corner being worked over by the superior family.
And of course, the family got the upper hand with the distraction from, well, the lunatic out there. Therapist Larkin. Oh, speaking of Larkin.
Taking a cheap shot. And now Tommy Boy into the cover. Kick out at 2 from Kirk O'Kai.
Superior family are just, swirling around like sharks. They smell blood in the water, and they're going to attack.
Took the words right out of my mouth. The superior family certainly know how to capitalize on an opportunity. And right now, looking to inflict more punishment on a Kirk O'Kai. Again, Drew Hernandez in the corner, pinning back Kirk O'Kai.
Here comes J3 in to make the save, and no.
Things are breaking down quickly here. It's our official. Dallas Edwards has his hands full.
Well, look at this. All 3 up, 3-on-1 right now.
Tommy Boy.
Oh, my.
Playing the mastermind here. Drawing in J3, allowing that distraction, and now all 3 able to work over Kirk O'Kai.
I've always said you almost need a second referee in these tag team contests. So much action to keep track of. Dallas Edwards trying to keep it all in check here.
Probably need one out there just for Larkin.
You need 3 or 4 for each personality.
Hernandez still in control. Brings Kai back to his feet. Clubbing blow.
Drew Hernandez showing why he was chosen by Superior Tony Evans as his heavy, so to speak.
They made their intentions known that they're out for championship. See if that manifestation becomes a reality. Hernandez able to get a 2 off of Kai.
A little bit of a cocky or confident pin there. Maybe not finish off Kirk Okai all the way.
Level 3 is not a team you can overlook, not a team you can take lightly.
We talk about the Superior family taking every opportunity they can. We saw that as Superior Tony Evans cashed in that key of opportunity, taking that United States Championship from Dr. Zoe. And you know they still have another key in that family, and Larkin has it right on the outside. She could use that at any time, any place to go after the Women's Championship. And just think about that. If she gets that, they get the tag team gold, then they'll have all the power here in OVW.
Tony Evans already shocked the world winning that United States Championship. God help us if the rest of the Superior family able to hold gold.
Might be my worst nightmare if that happens. We'll all be hushed.
Things not looking good here for Kirk Okai. Kai may be out.
It's one. If that arm drops 3 times, this is over. Wait a minute. Oh, it's down a second time. There, no.
Kai holding on. Kai persevering. Kai hanging in there, slowly losing consciousness, but still able to find a way. Back to his feet, shots to the midsection, trying to create some much-needed distance. And Drew Hernandez just swarming him.
Showing the young man has still got some fight left in him. Certainly got the conditioning. Former,
look at this!
Division I football player, hill topper like myself.
Able to use that leverage. The hips is all in the hips, the movement, able to bring down the Mayan Mauler there with that suplex. And now,
hey, and it takes a lot of strength to get a big man like that up. That is for sure. And now he needs to make the tag. Both of these men need to make a tag. Kirko crawling towards J3, the Mauler.
Kai in a very desperate way. He's got to make the tag.
Wait a minute, no.
Able to fight back, puts it off the Mauler, makes the tag. In comes J3.
But also Tommy Boy makes the tag, and he's in too, and look out.
J3 fired up. Off the top, look at this! Oh my God! Corkscrew splash, taking down the Mayan Mauler.
Brings this Hotpoint Davis Arena crowd alive.
Off the rebound,
oh this kid is amazing.
The crowd coming alive here at the Hotpoint Davis Arena for J3. Level 3.
They're going to try to put away Tommy Boy right here. We've seen this move before. But wait a minute, Larkin up. What's going on? Oh! Drew with the distraction. Larkin pushes J3 off the top rope, and watch out. Here's Tommy Boy.
And Kai walked right into that one. Lights out.
He's saying he is not the legal man. Dallas says, get out.
Tommy Boy getting one step ahead here.
No, we know what's coming here. Look,
sizing him up.
Oh my God.
And sliced in half by Drew Hernandez.
Here are your winners, the Superior Family.
Well, referee Dallas Edwards keeping his eye on the legal man, but probably the worst thing that could have happened for Kirk Okai as he got cut in half with a spear. Superior Family still winners here on Overdrive.
What a match. Linda, there was also tag team partners. You left out Kirk Okai, but there's 2 against 2. You're supposed to be Asian and get the math right. But I got the math right because tag team,
I did miscalculate that. My bad. But nonetheless, I mean, level 3, what an awesome tag team. And didn't get the win this time, though, because the Superior family won.
Yes, of course. And then, like, with that mouthy little Tommy boy, good grief, like, he deserves a spanking from someone besides Larkin. Just saying.
Some more spanks. We've seen him get spanked a few times.
Yes, this is true. It's very appropriate. He's got a mouth on him. We can't have people just running their mouths.
That's so.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, yes, nonetheless. All right, everyone. As promised, an action-packed episode of Overdrive for you. If you did not say tough love, what are you waiting for? You can catch it right here on OVW's YouTube channel, and of course, stay up to date on all things OVW with our socials. We've got Instagram, we've got Facebook, we've got X, and of course, YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. All things OVW, also at ovwrestling.com. It's also our monumental. You're what, Sherry?
You were counting on your fingers. You're not smart like Asians. I totally saw you doing this, and this, Linda.
Sometimes.
It's a myth. Are they all myths?
Again, stay tuned to Overdrive. We have our 200th episode coming up in August. We also have our 175th SMS at Christmas Chaos. And the first of all the monumental numbers, June 11th, save the date. We're going to have some celebrations leading up to the 1,400th episode of OVW TV. All right. Yes, I think we all experienced a little tough love this weekend. I think I'm going to continue in.
Yeah, I want to hear about what you did for Valentine's Day. Counting numbers?
Yes. No.
We'll talk about it over a margarita or wine. It's fine.
Okay.
Happy post-Valentine's Day,
Yeah, happy post-Valentine's Day.
We'll see you next week.
Red.